Hello everyone, I am Dr. Dinesh Nagpal, Chief Mentor Career Compass. This is a series of chat or talks with our toppers. We call it Topper'S Corner, where we talk to the different students who have topped different exams and are studying in top colleges of this country. Career Compass is involved into entrance test preparation since 2004. We started with CAT in 2004. Then we were the first ones in Haryana and Punjab to launch CLAT entrance test coaching. Then IPM followed up, and now it has been a long, long journey. 16 years for CAT and around 12 years for CLAT. So today we are going to speak to one of my brilliant students who was my personal favorite, also who still happens to be my personal favorite. Welcome, Lakshay. Welcome to Topper's Corner.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Lakshay is currently in second year at Christ University, Bangalore, pursuing his 5-year law program. He got into Christ at a very, very high merit, right? And he's a brilliant communicator also. You will see shortly. So I want to talk, since 2 years is a long time spending at a top university, so we'll understand a few things from him. Lakshay, yeah, you were a very good student. You were doing very well in all the exams till class 10th and all. Why did you decide that, a lot of the common notion is if a student is intelligent, he or she should join sciences, right? A medical or a non-medical. But you went on differently. You went with commerce, right? And then you decided to pursue law. Law, 5-year law right after plus two. What is the reason that you decided to choose law as your profession and field of study?
It's actually not dependent on that whether a student is intelligent or not and they should take science. Even when I took
Please
commerce
speak a little
and I
louder.
had accountancy with even when I took commerce and I had accountancy with me, I just realized that numbers is not my area of expertise. I just hate numbers. So and law at that time seemed quite interesting to me. Okay, I'm like, this is something which I should try out. Okay, and if I don't like science and if I don't like commerce, then I think this is the best place where I can make a very good career. And in the coming years, it's going to be big because you have technology law coming in, you have data law, you have data protection, everything. So for all that, you need a system to govern. So that's why I think that law is important, and that made me choose law.
So, what apart from the regular opportunities, that is corporate law and the judicial services, etc., etc., you see lot of things happening in the field of law in the future.
Yeah, actually, yes.
Kind of,
And
please specify a little more.
yeah, actually, I've been working a lot on aviation law since aviation is my hobby,
Okay.
and I thought that I should pursue it. So I've been working on aviation law. I've written a paper on aviation law, and I've done an internship with Vistara.
Okay.
I've done 2-3 certificate courses.
Great.
So like right now aviation isn't doing very good because of the coronavirus, but otherwise if you see, India is one of the largest aviation markets.
Yes.
So yeah, so it's going to be huge in the coming years, and you need something to govern, like the planes crossing borders, the
Yes.
space law. You'll have space tourism coming up in some time, so all that needs some kind of governance.
Yeah.
So you have aviation law, and then data protection. As I said, it's going to be huge. Cryptocurrency, blockchain, everything. All that needs some governing. So
Great.
those are some new aspects of law. Something other than your regular corporate law and being a judge, which everyone does.
Right. Right. Very, very interesting information that you shared. In fact, it's very, very thrilling what you are mentioning is. So, what Lakshay is saying that lot of opportunities are coming in field of law, as he talked about aviation law. Right now, lot of planes are grounded, but when they start back, and then a lot of issues will be there. And India also, as he mentioned, a big industry for airlines, right? Aviation laws is one area. Number of other IPR, intellectual property law, or number of areas. So what he's saying is, apart from the regular employment opportunities from a top law school, there are now many which people could not foresee, and now it is going to happen. So you decided to study commerce in plus two. What was the reason? If you would, how would you advise the students going into 11th class, should they take up commerce for law preparation or should they do something else?
So if they have decided already in after 10th that they have to pursue law, then I still think that taking up commerce is actually better than taking up arts,
Mm-hmm.
because you actually need a decent knowledge of the economic analysis. Okay. And more of the coming opportunities towards you will be corporate based rather than anything which studying history or political science might help you, because all these subjects you study again when you'll be studying law, so you'll have opportunity. But the basics of and the fundamentals of economics or maybe business studies, those are something which it's good to have a prior knowledge of. So I think that if you've already decided to take up law, commerce would be my bet.
Right. Fair enough. Actually, there are a lot of different opinions. Some people say humanities is better, some people say commerce is better, but I think these are individualistic decisions, right? But what you
Right.
say is a
Yes.
logically very, very valid point. So, when did you decide to prepare for your law entrance exam? You are in a law school which is known as the top national equivalent to top national law schools. So, when did you start preparing for CLAT and how did you prepare?
So I decided that I should give at least 1 year to such an entrance test. So in the beginning of my 12th grade, I decided that I should start preparing it. And I had met you in school. You had come for a seminar.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think that I should learn from you only. That's why I came. And it's good. Like you should have a have some regularity when you're studying for CLAT. Okay, you should not stop in between. I did sometimes. So after that, when I used to start after a long time, I used to feel that there should be some regularity maintained. So it's you should keep on doing that. The GK classes and everything at Career Compass were excellent. One of my favorite actually. So that was good. And otherwise, logical reasoning and quant, as I said, numbers is not my area of expertise, so quant gave me a hard time. So that's there.
Yeah, but
But
now,
yes, you should be
they
regular when you're studying for
they have replaced
sorry.
quantitative section with data interpretation in class. So there are actually no point. Actually, a lot of students
Oh,
we talked to earlier also the in your batch Parikshit Bansal and other people I spoke to. A lot of them actually put a great emphasis on newspaper reading for cracking exam like CLAT and the way we train them. What is your call on newspaper reading?
it actually helps a lot, yes, because if it increases your reading speed, and for a exam like CLAT you should have a decent reading speed, and with reading speed you should able to comprehend also. It's not like you're just reading and you can't understand anything. So when you're reading newspaper every day, especially the editorials, your comprehensive abilities also increase. So reading a newspaper is a must, and obviously you'll be knowing what's going on around the country. As a lawyer, that's the first thing that it's of paramount importance.
Yes, yes.
So
Okay.
yeah.
Where do you see the role of Career Compass in grooming you to crack such an important exam?
The fundamentals of cracking such an important exam were given by that only. So the newspaper reading habit and all the important points to be kept in mind while giving interviews, or while taking the exam, that what sections you should do first, how to approach the questions, everything. So yes.
Uh, how would you rate the role of mock tests in the ultimate result?
Oh, mock tests play a very important role. I think like I can't rate it. It's actually a fundamental part of it. So they actually play a very important role, especially towards the end, the last 2 to 3 months maybe. So that's the time period when you are thorough with the syllabus most, and you need mock tests. So they make that okay, where you stand and what you need to work on.
Okay. Lakshya, one more question that the students want to ask generally. They ask me, sir, how is life at Christ University, Bangalore? So it's almost 2 years now. Your semesters are done. So, how would you define the life at Christ University Bangalore?
It's a very individualistic opinion. I mean, so someone who's already maybe lived in Hisar throughout his life and he's going to Bangalore, for him, it might be very different altogether. For me, I was quick to adapt since I keep on moving on around the country. But yes, indeed, it's, you meet a lot of new people, you learn how to communicate, you can stand up for your own issues, something which we generally don't see in the smaller sections of the country. And you'll make new friends, you'll explore the city. So yeah, it's all good. And the best part is that Christ gives you a lot of opportunities, like the library, the resources, it's all fantastic. So you'll be also meeting new personalities. The faculty is quite diverse in that way. Yeah.
So, if you have to rank, in terms of learnings, what are the top three learnings that you have taken home in last 2 years?
Well, I think that number one, you should definitely, okay, you should make contacts. So law is a profession where contacts is necessary. So you should make that. Then, like, wherever you're interning, maybe you should keep them in a loop. So that's one thing. And second would be that another fundamental, that you should be updated. Like, so many events are going on, and most of them are on current issues. Like one of our moot courts, which happened, was on the Karnataka Legislative Assembly
Okay.
fiasco that happened last year. Yeah.
Okay. Right.
So, you know, yeah, so there's a very important role that plays, knowing the current events, so that you should know about. And then you should be quick to adapt to changes, especially like now we see that what the world is seeing right now. So even when you're moving out from one place to another, for example, if you're going from Hisar to, let's say, Bangalore or Bombay or whatever, so you should be quick to adapt. So these are the basic learnings. Rest everything will follow on, but these should be there.
Right. Right now, when we are speaking to Lakshay, he's incidentally in Mumbai. He stays in Mumbai. He has a house in Haryana. He has a in Mumbai. So he's in Bandra West. Right. So Lakshay, thank you so much. Thanks for your time. Thanks for being a part of the Toppers Corner. And we hope that your words encourage the students. They'll do well. They'll also understand how to do well in life. All the best for you from our side. And if last, what advice will you give to CLAT aspirants?
Um, I'm not a person to take advice from, but yeah, you should just, study for it, work hard, and I think don't worry about the outcome. Okay, if you've worked hard, then you'll get somewhere. If not in one of the top NLUs, then you will crack some other top, private law school test. So you should not worry about the outcome. But if you've worked hard, then definitely the outcome will follow. So yeah.
Right, Lakshay, thank you so much. Thanks. Have a great
Thank you
day.
so. Thank
Have
you
a
so
great time.
much. Yep. Stay safe. Yes.
You also stay safe, please. Thank you.
Sure, sir. Thank you.